Well, sometimes you just have to go back by your yard. Some people believe says grass is always greener on the other side. For some, it is, and for some, they will never see the green side of it. Life is what you make it, and I could tell you this: no matter what's going on in your life, what's important is happiness. Enough people believe say life after deportation to Jamaica is the worst thing can happen to you. No, it's not. Jamaica is not what a lot of people have left it 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Things have changed. People live different than they used to. Even just 2 years ago, things have changed. The landscape have changed. But there's one thing that haven't, feeling of home. Once you hit the island, you have that feeling of home. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Julie. I hope all is well with everyone that's watching and listening to my voice. I'm doing a talk over because some of the sound got erased. But anyways, let me tell you guys this. The truth that no one want to talk about, that in Jamaica, a lot of people is actually living way better than a lot of people in the United States. Believe that if you want or not, but it's a fact. It's not the truth, it's a fact. Let me tell you this. A lot of people tend to believe that you cannot find jobs. As you get there, you're going to die, which is not true. Or you won't be able to survive. That's not true. People talk as if the moment you land in Jamaica because you're a deportee, your whole world is over. That's not true. And why I'm telling you it's not true, because I've had family members, friends that have been deported and actually doing better in Jamaica than how they was doing here or living here in the United States. Living in fear, running, hiding, wondering what's next. In Jamaica, you're free. You know what you're waking up to. You don't have to run from anyone. Yes, you will have difficulties, and that's a fact. Adjusting to life, of course, you're going to have maybe have a little mental breakdown every now and then, but that's natural. Who not go mad sometime? That's life. But don't let nobody put fear in you as if you forget, say, Adessa you're born, at Jamaica you're born. Don't forget that. You're born at Jamaica. So if you get sent back home, all you have to do, put on your big boy pants or your big girl dress and figure it out. Find something to do, productive with yourself. Some of us may know we go back home, not have nowhere to go right away. Maybe don't have a shelter over your head immediately. But pray and stay strong because things happen. Figure out something if you can before you know. If you know you're going to get deported and you're even watching this video, put yourself together and try to figure out something. Save a few dollars here or there, wherever you can. You understand? That's all I have to say to a lot of people. Like, if you know that things might not be right if you do get deported, start figuring it out, even saving a little bit. You understand? Maybe there's one person you can trust in this world where you can say, hey, this is such and such. You know what I mean? But what I want people to understand is that Jamaica is not the same Jamaica 20 years ago. Things have changed. Things have actually gotten better, believe it or not. And don't be afraid. You cannot be afraid of where you was born. Because to me, if you're brave enough to get up and move in America with no paperwork and do all of those things, Jamaica shouldn't be hard for you to go back to. And there's several reasons why. Sometimes me know it's the family member them stress you out. We not even want to look back on them, and maybe that's a factor why enough people don't want to go back, because family members, whether you used to call them and ask them, they never used to send them or have it forgive them. Enough people believe say America is a bed of roses when you come up here, and everybody feel like say all is well. Everything is just paved out with money just dead. So when them call it, just go pick up $2 and send, go give them our $50, $100, whatever the case might be, or pick it off a tree. Them not understand say tough. And by a lot of people getting deported right now should realize that it was really tough, because some people have to pay out $10,000-$15,000 just for pay a lawyer for try to sort out themselves and still wind up on the plane for deportation. So we understand. So return, but don't be afraid to return home to your own country where you're born. And the next thing, as Jamaicans, sometimes we have to know when to call it a day or a fool and call it, say, hey, you can't fight for something where don't want it in them system. If them reject you and tell you like 3-4 times, say, yo, we ain't giving you the green card, you need to leave. No, but run up and down and hide for them, grab you and send you home. Pack up your little bag, keep your head high. You know, feel, you try. That's it, and leave. Some people keep on fighting the system over and over. And then when now them come and arrest you and put you on a plane, you're going to feel 10 times worse than if you was to make the decision upon your own. Sometimes you have to stand up as a man or a woman and say, hey, this not work out, brethren. I'm not going to say, get up and just call it a day and not try if you have something in Jamaica. No. Do the best you can to save a few dollars because we know that make enough of a run come America. No other reason. Sometimes people say the violence, but trust me, violence is everywhere because right now America is scary as hell when it comes to violence. But I would suggest to a lot of people, if you have a choice of leaving on your own, leave by your own. Leave with whatever you can leave with. Pack where you can pack. If you can make it right a little bit for yourself down there, if you don't have nowhere right now, but you can save some money for rent somewhere, buy somewhere, anything. Do the best you can for yourself and your family. Don't make them humiliate you and put you upon that plane and make you feel less than. Especially when you have a choice. I can't say if you don't have a choice, because you need to know them till they say, hey, like them don't enough people say, oh, no, come in and show up and then them arrest them. Don't be one of those people if you don't have to be. But anyways, like I was saying before, Jamaica is not the worst place to be, because they could have been sent back to some of them other far country that where nobody no want to go back to. Nobody no want to go back to. And the next thing is that you don't want them send it to the wrong country either. That's another problem. Or them send it down to these nasty ass places that they call alligator Alcatraz, where them are built for put people who don't have no toilet, no bathroom in it for no one to use. And I can tell you this. Some people don't know how bad it is until them reach them. God forbid a hurricane lick that gone, nothing left, because that's a pier tent them build that with. The next thing is this. A flooding. Every little thing will come out. The python and plus the alligator them are going to reach into the water because guess what? A swamp. That's why them build it in the first place. They make them send it to them place there. That place is scary as hell, just the thought of it. Especially if you're scared them kind of creature there. And I don't say you have to get up and running up, but there's more places in the world you can go to other than America and try. People are living in other islands, different countries other than USA or wherever you get shit from. There's other countries you can try. So you're not confined because you go to Jamaica, that's the end of the world. Like you can't go somewhere else and try or even visit or just live life. Life is made to be lived. But if you get caught up in a system where they lock you up for weeks or months, wasting your time when you could be doing something productive with yourself in your own country, it doesn't make sense. And like I said, Jamaica is not the worst place to be. After getting deportation to Jamaica, you try to figure it out. Starting over is not that hard. That's some people might make it seem enough. Once you have life, there's possibilities. Life is filled with possibilities once you have it. Starting over is nothing wrong with it. And some people feel like, oh, Lord, me have to start over. I get it sometimes. It's a strain. But being alive on top of the world and starting over, sometimes it's a good thing, especially when you're not behind bars or you're not running for your life. You know what? I know what the fear is for a lot of people. The stigma of being called a deportee. Or if you really never have nothing down there, you feel ashamed or you don't have nothing to feel ashamed about because you have done the impossible. But no people don't even want to leave them house sometime to go outside, much less you left your whole entire country, your family sometimes, to go somewhere else to try to make life, try to make ends meet. Some of us come out from humble beginnings, and some of us come out of starvation, very poor situation. Some understand, and everybody got that fair chance at life. Will come out up in an uptown, up in a big house, with a maid quarters and a yard filled with everything for your needs or household. or two parents. Most of us broken homes don't have a mother, don't have a father. So our situations are different. So I understand that. So if you wind up in the predicament of being here in America and cannot get yourself on the legal side of things and you find yourself having a tough time, my suggestion, saddle up as best as you can and head back home where you have your head high and your dignity instead of someone haul and pulling you and put you on a plane. Now back to the fact of your life after you reach Jamaica. It's up to you what you do with it. You decide if you want to go work, go try to find a little business. There's we all know that Jamaica hustling is one of the easiest thing. And it's easier said than done, especially when you don't have the money. I know it's kind of tough for a lot of people to find that start sometimes. So if you're here running up and down and trying to figure out how you can find a couple shillings, try to put away something. And I said it before in the beginning of the video, save as much as you can. Try to figure out a plan. Have a plan for yourself. Because the thing about life, people might say, oh, you don't know what tomorrow might bring, blah, blah, blah. I don't have me now worry about it so much. Do worry about it, especially when you're right in the United States or even Canada. Try your best to have a plan. So when you reach home, you can figure something out. Sometimes you don't even have nowhere to go sleep. But if you have a few shillings, you can rent a one room, you can start over. There's, like I said before, nothing is wrong with starting over. People start over every day. People in a marriage with everything and wind up, man after go wind up in a hotel because woman take everything from him. It's just the same. Just consider America like a woman where just you marry her and you don't work out and she take every rotted thing from you. Because that's exactly what it is. Vice versa for man to just the same woman and man. You know, it can go both ways. But what I'm saying is, life is what you make it. Nothing is impossible. And one thing I was told by my grandmother from a little kid, life is filled with possibilities once you have it. It only ends when you're under the dirt. You get me? So when you get up and you find a little job, a little hustle, when you reach Jamaica, when things, you know, if you can try to start out little by little. Yes, sometimes you might not want to call a one and two friend, but still reach out and see where you can get little help. Sometimes you have to swallow your pride too, because that's a lot of problem with man nowadays, is that them don't want to swallow the pride part. Sometimes you do have to swallow it. Sometimes you do have to ask for help. And there's nothing wrong with ask for help when you need it, because guess what? Not because you're down now, that don't mean say you won't be up again. Things are just temporary. Every situation is temporary. And life is what you make it. So if you decide say you're not stay down for long, you won't stay down for long. It's up to you to make that decision. To find some form of hustling, find something to do to make your little change. That's all you have to do. And guys, if you don't come this far in the video, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. God bless everybody. I know say we have a long road to go with this situation. For another 3.5 years of this possible. We don't know. I think God might bless you and sit and change with it, with everything. But as far as me know, everybody needs to saddle up for what's coming, because right now it's gonna get worse before it get better in America. But Jamaica, we're blessed, and we need to accept that we're blessed. And yes, we in the best situation to get ship home for Jamaica. We don't want to get ship home, no, but if I saw it go, I saw it go. Jamaica better than plenty of other places to go back to. Some people might not feel like it's the ideal thing to go back to Jamaica, but let me tell you something. Jamaica nice. Jamaica is one of the best places to go back to. If I somewhere to go back to, you have to get ship or deported at the best place.